Well. We got some stuff to talk about today. Nerds everywhere, rejoice. And comic book fans, we got some tremendous info to put out there, as I'm sure you probably already heard by now, because I'm usually late to the party. But the Snyder Cut is officially going to be released. And now we'll get into details about what that exactly means. But let it be known that that is absolutely breaking news. Zack Snyder is going to be putting out his true version of how he visioned the Justice League movie. Came out a few years ago, was pretty much critically panned by everyone, including myself, coming on the heels of just all the DCEU movies where they kind of started with Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman. It really all just crashed by the time Justice League came out. And while there is a few positives in there, like Wonder Woman and Shazam, it looks like DC and Warner Brothers in general are just going to be heading in a new direction. But before we get there, we have to get this Snyder Cut. This was something that a lot of fans were actually pushing for a long time, like pretty much since the movie came out. There was people vouching that Zack Snyder didn't get to put out his vision or didn't get to complete the movie the way he actually wanted to, and that it was unfair, and that basically the Justice League movie that we saw was an unfinished project, or at the very least it was a mix-up. It was like two different movies because there were two different creators coming in to make it. Obviously that second person being Joss Whedon, he came in and stepped up to finish Justice League or rework it, however you want to say it. But he stepped in, took over when Zack had to step down. He had some family troubles, some stuff with his daughter. I believe she passed away. So obviously my condolences. That's always tragic. But I think he also had some clashing with the studio as well, that, you know, as far as like creative differences where they didn't want him to continue on the project. So that being said, there were a lot of fans kind of getting in his corner on social media, on YouTube, everything, basically pushing for the Snyder Cut. It was a whole hashtag. It was literally a whole movement. Like a couple other channels, Jody's Corner, like they call it like the Snyder Cult, because that's really what it's become up to this point. And I guess something important to note is that there never really was a Snyder Cut to begin with. You know what I mean? Like, we've been asking for something that now we got in a way, but it's not what we think we're asking for. You know what I mean? Like, the Snyder Cut that they refer to, and they being the fans, like when they were asking for it a while back, is like an unfinished version of Justice League. It's like where he left off, and what he would have done had he had the opportunity to, but wasn't able to. And Joss Whedon took it from there and finished it, completed it. So now I think the number Warner Brothers put was 20 million that they're gonna give him to basically go back, I guess, reshoot, or maybe not reshoot per se, but maybe add some effects in, you know, change some stuff up so he can do the movie more akin to what he would have envisioned. And it's gonna go on HBO Max, the new streaming service that Warner Brothers is sponsoring and getting behind. They're gonna put a lot of their movies and properties on that stuff. Looney Tunes is gonna be launching. I think we talked about that on an earlier episode, like a couple months ago. So I think this is definitely just marketing and advertising to build up hype for that streaming platform, which you can't blame them for, obviously. But I think it's a little misguided, because that's not gonna come out for like a year anyway, and the streaming platform HBO Max drops in like a week, literally. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but it definitely will get a lot of people who were asking for it, and then even people who now are just like, I'm interested, I want to see it. You know what I mean? Like Zack Snyder, he was trying to build a very dark DC universe in the movies. You know what I mean? And like I like Batman vs Superman probably a little bit more than most people did, but I still think it was pretty weak. You know what I mean? And Justice League was just terrible to me. Like, that film was trash, bro. Trash. But I did see a few high points and moments of positivity that I liked in those movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, where it could have went, who knows? And maybe now we'll have a little bit of a better glimpse into that. You know what I mean? I just hope that they don't start to change too much things around for the future of the DCEU, like, of whatever that is anyway. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see this, like, it's something like an energy that just kind of clouds over. You know what I mean? I want to get into the new era of whatever Batman's gonna be. You know, new Pattinson. You know, must be a new Superman, because I don't think Cavill. I think he dropped out. I think he doesn't want to do it anymore. And a new Flash, because Ezra Miller was like choking some lady or something. Gal Gadot was Wonder Woman. She's gorgeous. She's great. She can stay. I hope she does 20 movies. And I can't wait for Wonder Woman 84. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think about the Snyder Cut, the so-called Snyder Cut. Are you excited? Do you not really care? You know what I mean? And do you still have any lingering feelings from Justice League? What was your experience when you first saw it? Because I tell you, I'm very unforgiving still. And I don't see it changing even with whatever Snyder Cut. It doesn't matter how different that movie is from what the original one was. But as always, thank you for checking out this episode. Make sure you stay up to date with everything we do. We just dropped a new mixtape, Highly Awaited Certified Nasty Volume 4. It's out on YouTube, Dat Piff, most music platforms. You know what I'm saying? Go check it out. It's free. We put that together. Shout out to him, boy Rico, Connect Kells, you know what I mean? The whole One Nasty World, obviously, and all the artists in Boston that always give me a tracks to put those together, man. Y'all are the ones that need the real support, you know what I mean? And I appreciate the support that y'all give me. You know what I mean? Shout out 1298 too. If you don't know, that song he got on that Minute Maid remix, that song's hot, man. Check it out. Alright, man. Till next time. Peace out.